Young and the Restless early edition spoilers. Sharon takes a turn for the worst. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless weekly spoilers find Sharon Newman in a panic and taking a sharp turn during the week of July 15 to 19, 2024. On Y&R, check out the latest spoilers for the CBS daytime drama. Young and the Restless early weekly spoilers. Sharon Newman terrified. Next week on Y&R, Sharon Newman is asleep on her couch when she wakes up panicking and exclaims, "What's happening to me?" Indeed, her behavior is extremely off these days. At first, she thought it was the new bipolar meds her doctor put her on. She told the doctor about it recently on Young and the Restless, but it might not be the medication. She continues to spiral next week and is extremely scared. So she could very well have another condition she and her shrink aren't aware of that's rearing its ugly head. No doubt it looks like it because things get much worse for Sharon soon. Y&R weekly spoilers. Summer on the warpath. While Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, struggles with her mental health on Young and the Restless, a war escalates fast. Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, approaches Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, at Society and is livid. She learns that he is planning a trip for two to Paris, and she declares that he must have lost his mind. Now, there's a possibility that the person he plans to bring with him to Paris is Claire Grace Howard, Haley Aaron. However, it's more likely that he intends to leave the country with his son, Harrison Locke, Redding Munsell. Summer is already fuming that Kyle is moving out of the Abbott family home. Plus, she's putting her attorney into the mix to revisit their custody agreement. So if she learns Kyle's taking their son overseas, she'll likely flip out. Young and the Restless next week spoilers. Newman family implodes. Meanwhile, on Y&R, Victor Newman, Eric Braden, makes waves within his family. Next week, his wife Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, is out with their children, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow. Victoria states that she's sorry it's come to this. Then, her mom says she's sure Victor is pleased with himself. He's getting his way once again. Victoria says she hopes her father doesn't live to regret it on Young and the Restless. Then, Nikki exclaims that she hopes they don't all come to regret it. No doubt, she's referring to Victor's revenge plot against Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and how he's weaponizing Kyle against Jack. Y&R is as dramatic as ever. Keep watching to find out what's going on with Sharon Newman on the CBS Opera. The Young and the Restless is known for its stunning twists and emotional roller coasters, with beloved characters enduring trials and tribulations that keep fans on the edge of their seats. This week, one character who has always been a beacon of strength, resilience, and compassion, Sharon Newman, is about to face a devastating turn of events. Sharon's world is about to be turned upside down as she navigates an emotional and physical journey that will test her in ways she's never experienced before. As we delve into the early spoilers for The Young and the Restless, it's clear that Sharon's fight for survival, both mentally and physically, will be one of the most intense and gut-wrenching storylines we've seen in recent memory. What happens when the rock of Genoa City starts to crumble under the weight of her own personal demons? Will Sharon be able to emerge from this dark period of her life unscathed? Or is this the beginning of a new chapter where even her strength may not be enough to carry her through? Let's take a deep dive into the early spoilers for Sharon Newman and what's in store for this beloved character during the upcoming week. Sharon's struggle. The dark road ahead. Sharon has always been a central figure in Genoa City, whether she's supporting her family through heartache or offering a listening ear to her friends. She's navigated some of the toughest personal challenges, from dealing with her tumultuous relationships to battling mental health issues. Yet, in all these struggles, Sharon has always managed to rise above and continue fighting. This week, however, it looks like Sharon is in for a battle like none she's faced before. The early spoilers suggest that Sharon will experience a dramatic and frightening turn of events that threatens her physical and emotional well-being. While she has been doing well in recent months, growing closer to Ray Rosales, maintaining her role at Crimson Lights, and even managing to strengthen her relationship with her children, Sharon is about to face a crisis that will test everything she's blindsided by unexpected health issues. Sharon's normally calm and composed demeanor begins to falter. The symptoms start slowly, with Sharon noticing subtle changes in her body, things she brushes off at first, convinced that they're simply the result of stress. However, as the week progresses, it becomes apparent that something much more serious is going on. Sharon is beginning to feel weak, and her health is deteriorating faster than anyone anticipated. This situation is complicated even further by her ongoing emotional and mental turmoil. Sharon has struggled with her mental health in the past, particularly with her battle against depression, anxiety, and the trauma she's endured in her relationships. While she's made strides in her personal growth, her past issues resurface in the wake of these troubling symptoms. Sharon is no stranger to the internal battles she has fought, and now she faces a new challenge that threatens to shatter the progress she's made. Could it be that the weight of everything she has carried over the years is now catching up with her? The situation leaves Sharon and her loved ones in a state of uncertainty. As the spoilers unfold, it's clear that Sharon's journey will not be easy, and the road ahead will be filled with difficult choices, painful truths, and life-altering decisions. Ray's support, a husband's promise. When it comes to the most important people in Sharon's life, her loving husband Ray Rosales is at the top of the list. Ray has been a constant pillar of support for Sharon, offering her unconditional love and encouragement, especially as she navigates the complexities of their blended family. As Sharon's health begins to decline, Ray is by her side, offering comfort, trying to keep her grounded, and doing everything he can to get to the bottom of what's going wrong. However, this crisis puts Ray in an incredibly difficult position. While he wants to support Sharon, he is also deeply concerned for her well-being. As her health worsens, Ray faces the growing reality that the woman he loves may not be able to overcome this new obstacle. His commitment to her will be tested like never before, as Sharon's emotional state shifts and Ray struggles to understand how best to help. Ray's devotion to Sharon runs deep, and fans will see him at his most vulnerable as he faces the terrifying possibility of losing her. This storyline will see Ray making some heart-wrenching decisions as he navigates his own fears about Sharon's condition. Will he remain strong for Sharon, or will he crumble under the pressure? As the couple faces this crisis, Ray's struggle becomes an emotional journey of its own. Will his unwavering love for Sharon be enough to help them both through this heartbreaking ordeal? Or will Sharon's health worsen, leaving Ray to wrestle with the painful possibility that he might lose the woman he married? Sharon's support system. A family divided. While Ray is a steadfast support system for Sharon, she will also need to rely on her family during this challenging time. Sharon's relationship with her children, Noah, Mariah, and Faith, is something she holds dear, and the spoilers indicate that her children will play a pivotal role in the upcoming events. Each of them has had their own struggles, but the love between Sharon and her children is unbreakable. And it's this bond that will become Sharon's greatest source of strength as she faces her darkest moments. However, Sharon's family dynamic is complicated, and there are hints that some tension may arise as the situation progresses. Mariah, who has always been fiercely protective of her mother, finds herself conflicted. As Sharon's condition worsens, Mariah's protective instincts kick in, but there's also a sense of helplessness as she watches her mother suffer. Will Mariah be able to be the rock that Sharon needs, or will the emotional strain push her to her limits? Meanwhile, Faith, who has had her own turbulent path, is at a crossroads in her life. As a teenager, Faith is learning how to balance her growing independence with the realities of family life. Sharon's deteriorating health forces Faith to grow up quickly, and the weight of the situation may be too much for her to bear. Faith's connection with her mother will be tested in ways neither of them could have anticipated. Although Noah has been somewhat distant from the family in recent months, his return to Genoa City comes at a critical moment. Noah's complicated relationship with Sharon has often been overshadowed by his own personal issues, but with Sharon's health on the line, he may be forced to confront his feelings and become more involved. Will Noah step up and support his mother, or will old wounds resurface, adding even more strain to an already difficult situation? As Sharon's condition worsens, it becomes clear that her family is divided in how they want to respond to the crisis. Will they come together to support Sharon, or will their individual issues prevent them from being the united front she needs? Health diagnosis: the shock of the truth. As the situation escalates, Sharon will eventually receive a diagnosis, but the truth is far more devastating than anyone could have imagined. The spoilers hint at a major medical revelation that will shock not only Sharon, but also her family and friends. While the exact nature of Sharon's illness remains unclear, it seems that this is a serious condition, one that may require drastic measures. The news of Sharon's diagnosis will have a ripple effect throughout Genoa City, with characters grappling with the reality of her illness and what it means for the future. For Sharon, the diagnosis will be a turning point. She's no stranger to adversity, but the enormity of this challenge could leave her feeling hopeless and powerless. Will she be able to maintain her strength and resilience, or will she falter under the weight of this devastating news? Ray's role in supporting Sharon becomes more crucial than ever, as he faces the reality of his wife's diagnosis. Can Ray be the rock Sharon needs, or will the pressure of the situation cause cracks in their relationship? The road ahead: Sharon's journey to recovery. As the week unfolds, viewers will see Sharon's journey become even more complex. Her path to recovery, if there is one, will be long and full of difficult decisions. The support of her family and friends will be key, but the emotional toll will undoubtedly affect everyone in Sharon's life. Will Sharon be able to overcome this obstacle, or will this be the beginning of a new chapter where she faces her worst fears? The emotional roller coaster for Sharon is just beginning, and as the spoilers unfold, fans can expect to see moments of hope mixed with gut-wrenching sorrow. Sharon has always been a fighter, but this time, the stakes are higher than ever before. Final thoughts: a heartbreaking journey. Sharon Newman's struggle with her health will be a defining moment in The Young and the Restless. It's a reminder of just how fragile life can be, and how even the strongest among us are not immune to hardship. Sharon's story will be one of growth, pain, and resilience. Her family's response to this crisis will be crucial, and as Genoa City rallies behind Sharon, viewers will witness a side of the character that we have rarely seen before. As Sharon faces the worst challenge of her life, she will need every ounce of strength and love from those around her. Will she rise above, or will this be a battle that proves too much to overcome? One thing is certain: Sharon's journey is just beginning, and the emotional fallout will resonate throughout Genoa City for weeks to come. Stay tuned for the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless as Sharon takes a turn for the worst, and the true power of love, family, and resilience is put to the test.